Logically, this car shouldn't exist. It's the all-new Nissan Z, and it arrives at a time when car companies really struggle to justify building a new sports car when they should be focused on SUVs and utes and electric vehicles. This model, well, it's a bit of an update and overhaul of the previous car. It's not exactly all new. But for enthusiasts, its very existence, its continued existence, is reason to celebrate. But that doesn't mean it gets a free pass. So let's check it out and see what this 7th generation Z has to offer.
Because Nissan didn't team up with another car brand to develop an all-new Z, like Toyota and BMW shared the cost of building the new Supra and Z4, it had to get resourceful about how it kept the Z alive. The chassis is an evolution of the previous 370Z model in order to save costs. It's been stiffened at the front end though, and the suspension has been tweaked for better handling. While the underpinnings are similar, the exterior has been completely redesigned. It's a fresh look, but one that takes inspiration from across the 6 generations of Z that came before it. There's a touch of 260Z in the headlights, and a clear link to the 300ZX with the taillights, but overall, it's a modern and stylish looking coupe. Under the long bonnet is arguably the biggest change from the 370Z. A new engine. The 3.7 litre V6 from the old model was past its prime and has been swapped out for a 3 litre twin-turbo V6 that Nissan has borrowed from luxury brand Infiniti. It bumps power to 298 kilowatts and there's 475 newton meters of torque. That's a significant 53 kilowatts and 112 newton meter improvement over the old engine. Underlining Nissan's commitment to the driving enthusiast, the engine is still paired to a 6-speed manual transmission, or there's a new 9-speed automatic gearbox for those who prefer a 2-pedal option.
The net result of all those changes, though, is a better car. This feels just that little bit better in every department. It's not a radical change from the old Z. It still fundamentally feels true to what the Z has always been, which is a relatively simple and affordable sports car. It's never tried to be sort of a true European competitor. It's always quintessentially been Japan's Ford Mustang, for want of a better term. And that's no bad thing. This is a really fun car to drive. This is an enthusiast's car. The new engine, it's great. It's got more grunt. Doesn't sound fantastic. It's a very sort of gruff mechanical noise as opposed to sort of a really melodic one, but more grunt is more grunt, and that's a win for any real enthusiast. But it still feels balanced. It's got good grip from the Bridgestone tyres. The chassis is stiffer, so it feels a bit more responsive in the bends. And the fact that it has a manual transmission is a win. It took a lot of effort in this day and age where people prefer 2-pedal layouts. The dual clutch transmission seems to be king in sports cars. Again, for a driving enthusiast, having a manual, a 3-pedal manual, is a win. It feels just more engaging. It's a throwback to a time when cars like the Z really ruled.
While it's certainly great that the Z remains part of Nissan's lineup, the harsh reality is, like so many cars, the price has risen significantly for this new model. The new coupe is priced from $73,300 plus on road costs, which is a hefty increase from the 370Z, which used to start in the mid-$50,000 range.
Like I said at the beginning, it's great that this car still exists. It would have been really easy for Nissan to just say, put it in the too hard basket, kill off the 370Z, and that's that. But they didn't. They've put the effort in. Is it a brand new from the ground up clean sheet of paper design? No, it's not. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But for what it is, for what it's trying to be, which is just a fun, engaging sports car that is, designed to appeal to enthusiasts, it absolutely nails that brief.
If you want to know more about the new Nissan Z, make sure you check out our in-depth review on talkcafe.com.